large language models, transformers as an AI technology is the future. And in order for manufacturing to take advantage of that, we need more data.
You think about the genesis of ERP systems like Oracle and all, it really stemmed from building a great database that is a leap in technology at the time. And I think that has been the basis of a lot of ERPs. It's like really great databases.
I mean, it's table stakes now, right?
It's table stakes now, but that
was the innovation.
But what is the next kind of innovation? Is it around UX? Is it around data? So I look at the current ERP systems and the legacy ones that kind of have had this long shadow of not really being designed for the shop floor, but a lot of it being around front office and sales and revenue driven. But at the end of the day, you got to execute your commitments, and I think that's kind of been an ignored piece of the puzzle.
There's, I think, 3 innovations that need to happen. One of them is simply the way that we sell software and how we think about the market. Like you said before, this monolithic method makes you feel like everything is zero sum. If some other company wins, I lose. If I'm selling whatever dollars to my customer, but you're taking some of the money, then I'm losing some of the money. Not thinking positive sum about how 2 sets of software could come together and produce more value for the customer and thus capture more value for each of the software vendors, that hasn't happened yet. That needs to happen in order for us to move forward. What happened to machining centers? Why are they worth $1 million? Well, they can do 3 operations in a row now instead of having to have 3 different lathes do each of the different operations. That doesn't mean the human is less valuable. It actually means they're more valuable. They have to understand the coordinated effort of 3 operations in their head happening in this machine. But there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt about, well, it's going to replace people and whatever it may be. I think that's as far from the truth as it can be. I think the future is 2 sets of data. It's human data and it's machine data, and it's the human-machine data interaction that has been and always will be the most important. So for me personally, I know that's unpopular. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
And I think that's the second thing. And then I think the third thing is going to sound like fear, but I think there's a lot of scientific and practical knowledge-based understanding that large language models, transformers as an AI technology is the future. And in order for manufacturing to take advantage of that, we need more data. There's just simply well below the critical mass of data that we need in manufacturing. It's human data, it's machine data. We're not even close. Like we need to, I don't know if you've watched Oppenheimer, but you know how they're filling the little marbles in the glass to get the critical mass of uranium? We're like on marble 4. Like we got to fill this whole thing up before we can have a critical mass where manufacturing can take advantage of the AI technologies that are able to produce really cool effects in language models. There is a discrete manufacturing AI model that's possible out there. Data is actually what's important. So for us, we're focusing on the UX. We want the humans to have an incredibly great experience, push all the buttons correctly, get all the data they need to, react in real time. We want to get information from your devices, to get machine information, to infer stuff on the shop floor and do as much as we can there. And those 2 things together, I think, will catapult us to the bar that we need to get to.
Yeah.